All right, so it's just us. And that's important. I love talking to us. Right? Yes, Jesse. Right. Let me just show you a beta male first. A beta male. And then I'll take some more calls. This is from Fox News. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. This is a beta male to its core. Well, not quite to the core because what you just saw Joel play there, that's to the core. 5 men, was it 5 or 4? 4 men living with one woman. She's fat as a pig, and they are just weak as a comb. But here's a beta male, and they're sharing her. What a mess. No wonder she's so fat. They trying to pull the life out of her. Fat mama. This is Fox News report. CNN's Brian Stelter. This guy, Brian, crawls in bed and cry. And what is he crying about? Over the coronavirus. Brian from CNN is crying over the coronavirus, saying, it's okay to not be okay right now. It's okay to not be okay right now. What a beta male. Watch this.
It's okay to not be okay right now. That's the main thing I want to say to everyone watching. All of us are grieving, whether we sense it or not. All of us have lost something in the past few weeks. Some have suffered the ultimate loss of a father or mother or spouse or relative. Others have lost livelihoods. They've lost access to family and friends. Just losing the rhythms and routines that make life what it is a profound loss. We're all grieving. But I have to admit to you, I had tried to bottle it all up. I guess I was trying to be stoic for my wife and kids. It wasn't until this Friday night that I hit a wall. I was supposed to be finishing my nightly newsletter that I mentioned earlier. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it done. I was so gutted by the death toll. I was so angry about the ignorance in Washington. I was so worried about family members and friends who are at risk of losing their jobs or who have already lost their jobs. It was that mix of emotions that many of you also feel. And that's when the tears came. We don't talk about this on TV much. I think we should change that. I think we should talk about this. The emotions are real for everybody. They're a big part of the story. But let's be honest about our emotions, talk through it, and recognize it's okay to not be okay.
Wow. Just wow. That's so beta. It's like throw up beta. Brian Stelter is a throw up from CNN or throw up beta male. I don't even. That's so ridiculous. It just makes me sick.
I'm noticing a pattern of how people deal with certain things is they want to help people by getting them to understand that they're just like them. But nobody can help anybody by telling them, I'm just like you. You know, it's like they try to make it as if like, oh, well, I'm going to help you by letting you know that I have emotions too. And I'm like you, and we'll get through this together.
So admitted they all weak.
Right.
Brian just admitted he is a female. What kind of man would go and say, oh.
And if you're feeling that way, you don't go on air.
I'm telling you. If I don't know how his wife and kids live with him after that. How do they stay with him? Well, I understand how the wife stays because she has total control over that one. But how his kids live with him? My God. Other than throw up beta male Brian is Brian Stelter. Isn't that right, Nick? Stelter from CNN. What Duh. How the women have completely convinced him to be emotional and sad and let the world know you just beta. Oh, I bet he made his wife sick on the stomach when she looked at it, but she got control. That's fine. As long as she can control him. That ain't being a daddy. I want to know, is there anyone else out there feeling like that? I'm not feeling that way at all. You feel that way, Joe? Be honest.
No.
Be
I mean, and even if there's people.
Ooh,
No.
Even if. Ooh.
No.
So you feel that way a little bit?
No, I don't feel that way. But I also don't. I mean, I also don't have people who are in my family who have been, affected by it or died or whatever the case is. And I guess his point is saying that because you have family who have died, you're grieving, which that could be understandable. But the point is that you deal with that privately, and you don't got to go out on TV and.
But he ain't said nobody died in his family. It sounded like he just broke down. It was just too much. It was just too much.
He was saying that America is grieving right now because it lost certain people, and he
But
said
that
he can
had to do with
understand.
him.
Either way, you don't want to go up on TV and just express yourself in that way because it does look weak.
No, that's not does look weak. That is weak. That ain't does look weak. That is weak.
What a mess.
It's amazing that the women have convinced men you can be emotional. Yeah. You can be like a woman, not the men convincing the women not to be that way. There's no strength in that.
And you can tell because he speaks from acceptance of it. Or he wouldn't go up on the news, preach it.
And by the way, it's being reported, I've heard that deaths are down overall. Fewer people are dying from this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why he up there feeling that way. Lord have mercy. What a mess. One other I want to show you that's ridiculous. Brian, you get the award. So I thought the governor with the beta baby, Governor Newsom, I believe. That's the governor of California, right? Newsom. What? Newsom. Remember he had the beta baby and he was.
Oh, yeah.
Gavin Newsom was holding the baby in his arm. I thought that was it. But Brian Stelter beat that out. You get the award so far, Brian. What a man. You're not supposed to be that way. If you are emotional like that, something's wrong with you. That's not normal. It's not natural. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.